looking at the mixed doubles draw and all the usual suspects in attendance as we approach the semi-finals. Winner of this one, of course, will play either Puavaranukroh and Tairatanichai or Terry He. And that match is actually happening right now on court 2. And fantastic first game win for Terry and Jessica. Keep you updated on how that goes. Now, Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yashong always playing with a smile on their face. Still in the commentary box with me, Jenny Mares from Team Mares. I like that term, Team Mares. Okay, for mixed doubles, Jenny, you've played these guys before at the Thailand Open. I think was the last time.
Yes.
Now, we all know what it's like when they get on court. What is it like to face them, Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yashong?
It's like
you should see her face. People, you should see her face right now. Go ahead.
I would say it's like you're playing 3 people. That was the only way we could describe it after we came off.
That's brilliant.
They are that fast, and they cover so much of the court, and they put you under so much pressure that it honestly felt like we were playing 3 people.
Wow. Well, we said it before. If you're going to beat better, you have to beat the best, and they really are the best. It's looking for a 5th title. Their records 2-2.
Korea, red or black?
Zheng Shiwei and
black is the call.
Huang Yashong, coin toss by Kevin Ban, our umpire.
And okay, serve or receive. Receive. Who's receiving? Okay, who's serving? Okay.
Kim Won-ho and Jeong Na-eun, capable pairing. Of course, upstaged a little last year by, well, quite a lot actually, by So Seung-jae and Cha Yu-jung, who ended up being world champions. But solid. Korean mixed doubles, solid.
Yeah, they are a very, very solid pair. That is exactly how I define them. Me and Greg, my mixed doubles partner, have actually also played them.
Sure, yeah, of course, it's your division.
And yeah, that is the word I would use to describe them. We had a rather hefty lead in the 3rd set playing against them, and then they just, as an English term, they shut up shop, and they did not give us a single point.
Park the bus.
Yeah.
That's it. That was it.
But that's what they do, and that is, I'd say, partly the reason why Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yashong have maybe struggled a bit against them in the past. As you said, 2-2 head-to-head. They don't give you anything.
Absolutely. So looking at the tournament results for the defending champions, it was Lee Chun-hei and NC Yao, 33 minutes. Kusha Janto and Kusumawati in the second round, 42 minutes. Still haven't dropped a game yet. So absolutely flawless from them. And as I said, they won in 2018, they won in 2019. Of course, cancelled for the pandemic, 2020, 2021. Came back and they won 22 and 23 as well. Kim Won-ho, 24 years old. Is also plays men's doubles. And for Kim and Jeong, who are currently ranked 7th, they have been as high as 5. That was back in June of last year. 1 title, 1 runner-up spot. They did make the World Tour finals, ended up 4th in Group B. And these were their results coming into this. Tan Kan-men and Lai Pei-jing, home pair in 38 minutes, and then dropped a game against Yamashita and Shinoya in an hour-long affair in round 2. Well, they've got a huge amount of fans, as you can imagine, as we look at our umpire, Kevin Ban. Joined by our service judge, Mohammed Ezad Salman. And the Axiata Arena beginning to fill up now. Did say. It's just been roughly an hour of play already, and they're all beginning to come in. There they go. You can hear them now. Perfect. So I guess we know they're solid, and we know that that Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yashong are actually playing with a secret, invisible 3rd person. But can Kim and Jeong, in the form that Huang Yashong and Zheng Shiwei have been in this week, how is this going to go?
I think it all depends on how the Korean pair will play. I think the Chinese pair, pretty solid. Like, they don't often drop too much.
Yeah.
However, the Koreans yesterday, they had a very close game. Yeah. Closer than maybe one would have expected on paper. They were significantly higher ranked than the Japanese pair they played. And what they've done in the past so well against the Chinese pair is really slow the pace of the game down. And as I said, the Chinese pair, they like to play kind of fast and furious style of badminton, and when that's nullified by the Korean style of play, then that's where they sometimes find some difficulty. So they're going to have to do that again today.
So Huang trying to get us underway.
Quite a loose net shot there from Huang Chong.
Yeah, I think they're just testing out, as they do, as soon as they get into that fast and furious, as you said, at that pattern. They also have the ability, of course, to move through the gears. So another one of these pairs that, even though they might be facing match point, it's really not out the question for them to pull that back from there. Good start from Kim Jeong here. Mistake.
Yeah, they don't look settled just yet. A few uncharacteristic errors from the Chinese so far.
Talking of mixed doubles, and that massive roar is for He and Tan from Singapore, that have just ousted Dechapol and Sabsiri on court 2. Made the semi-finals. Incredible performance by the Singaporeans. And with Yao Jiamin also in the quarterfinals. This has been a great week for Singapore so far.
Yeah, fantastic.
So, meanwhile, we have our first rally, 24 shots, and that's what you're talking about. If they can start, if the Koreans can start engineering rallies with 24, 30 shots in it, then that's what's going to really throw a spanner in the works for Zheng Xiwei and Huang Yaqiong.
Yeah, and it looks like Zheng Xiwei is struggling with his length on that back line currently, which is actually the opposite way around that we saw in the women's singles.
That's exactly it. It's just been blustery conditions all over that court. Safest thing to do is just play mid-court to mid-court. Probably won't get you very far, but,
yeah.
But it was
We've not seen the Chinese on the attack too much so far, especially in their favoured position, which is Zheng Xiwei at the back. They're doing a good job so far of pushing Huang Yaqiong to the back court.
Look at this, 8-1. Combination of body shots, combination of a high line being played by Kim and Jeong. Look at them both settled in mid-court. And you're right, just doing enough to rattle the defending champions.
Oh.
Wow. Well, that was really there for Jeong Naeun to win.
She got the really hard one back.
That's right, that was the tough part of the job was here. Not happy with that. You're not going to be happy with that. Well, Jeong Naeun is looking very lively at the net right now. Kim Won-ho powering in, and this has been a fantastic start from them.
9-2.
Not just solid, but actually a little bit aggressive as well. Didn't have to do much to read that one. That was very long. But you're right, he seems to be, especially from the partnership, a little bit muted. He seems to be a little bit jaded in terms of what we usually see from him, just bouncing in one step, left to right. Just haven't been able to click yet, but we're expecting that to happen. I doubt before the first mid-game interval.
Yeah, the Koreans so far have done a fantastic job of not lifting once to Zheng Siwei. He's not had a single overhead shot, which is where he is so dangerous. So they've got their game plan spot on so far, the Koreans.
And they've taken that 11-3 lead at the break.
타점을 지금 어쨌든 하나 동작을 빨리 잡아주는 동작이 돼야 다음이 공격이 쉬워지는 것처럼 그게 하나 해놓고 하나로 끝나는 게 아니란 말이에요. 그치? 하나 또 다음 연결해서 또 다음 연결 동작 계속해서 그 동작을 썼을 때 이 시야가 끝으로 넓게 공략할 수 있는 게 되고 그러니까 수비 위치를 어떻게 하고 끝나고 확실하게 해결을 해줘야 돼요. 양쪽을 다 보려고 하는 거예요.
Jeong to serve. Jeong to serve.
So
11-3 play.
We have had a couple of long rallies, but generally speaking, 14 points, 5 minutes. It's been quick, short, and sharp, but it's also been going the way of the Koreans.
Over 4-11.
That's more so what that type of rally is more what we're used to seeing of Zheng Siwei. Pushing it hard and then using his unbelievable athleticism and speed to cover both sides of the court.
He is the flash when it comes to getting around that court, and he wears red as well. Rally that they're coming in on the attack now. Huang Yaoshong at the back. And you did say their preferred partnership, as with all mixed doubles, I guess, with the female player up front, male player at the back. But with these two and a couple of other pairs as well, they're kind of interchangeable. They're not as strong if Huang Yaoshong is at the back, but still effective.
Yeah, that's why they're world number one and why they have been so dominant over so many years now, is that they are such a versatile pair. I actually think the Koreans also are very, very strong in the what we would call the reverse formation. Kim Won-ho, it seems to be that if you push through to him when he's at the net, it's almost like the rally's over. He is so good at then just keeping that pressure going.
Yeah. Well,
and Jeong Na-eun is a fantastic women's doubles player, so that's why that formation does work so well for them.
13-6.
Well, once again, good pressure at the net here. Jeong Na-eun, as I said, looking lively on that side, right side. And she proved the difference again. Good angle spotted by Zheng Siwei as usual. Left it a little bit too high. Zheng Siwei still a little bit.
6.
I don't want to say unfocused, but kind of lapses of focus there. That's, for him, a bit too high. And an easy kill for Jeong Na-eun.
Huang Yaoshong has been at the back pretty much every rally.
Entire match.
I think they need to try and find a way for Huang Yaoshong to maybe rotate in towards the net a bit quicker than she is doing currently.
Well, it's also this high line that the Koreans are pushing, so there isn't much reaction time when it comes down to it.
7-15.
So things definitely, that's one of the first times I think I've not seen Zheng Siwei smiling in the first game. He's definitely got something on his mind. And it might just be this very uncharacteristic scoreline. Oh!
Ready to play. Service over.
Close.
16-7.
Great idea, straight through the middle. It's all Kim Won-ho at the moment. Jeong just waiting patiently. Be brought in. There we go. And that was a great point. And that was that traditional setup of Jeong in the middle and Kim Won-ho just arcing around behind.
Kim Won-ho at the moment is doing a great job of switching up the placement of his attack. So it's across the body of one player and then fully across the body of the other player. Really makes the Chinese pair feel like they don't know where his attack's going to go, and it puts them under even more pressure.
Just see the body language from Zheng Qiwei. He's just not happy with that.
China.
That's a little better from Zheng Qiwei.
Service over. 9.
Or a little bit more familiar, I guess that's what he usually does.
Yeah. Using that explosive speed. This is what, as I was about to say, this is what I meant at the start, where the Koreans are so solid, where we might be thinking that the Chinese aren't playing quite so well, or what we're used to seeing from them. The Koreans are doing a fantastic job of not giving them cheap points up until I was about to say that, and then he hit return in the net.
That was the first cheap point, though. I mean, literally they've been solid and good value for this 19-10 lead.
Good pressure on that return there.
Service over. 11-19.
Well, if any pair could come back from this position, it would be Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yashong, but I would have to condition that response with
service over.
A full strength. Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yashong would be able to do it. Right now, I think there's a little bit of talking to they have to do, and it's good to see that world number one's such a glittering record that they can still have days like this. 21-11, and Kim and Jeong being very calm and composed about a very, very good start.
내가 할 수 있는 걸 하는데 그 커버 플레이를 하셨을 때 상대방 쳤을 때 그 내가 뒤로 치더라도 동작이 늘어지면서 같이 천천히 맞춰주는 게 아니라 나는 그런 플레이를 쳐봐. 쟤네가 그렇게 늘어지다가 순간적으로 툭툭 들어오면서 그 랠리에서 안 맞아준단 말이에요. 플레이 상대방한테 맞춰주는 플레이가 나오면 안 된단 말이에요. 내가 할 수 있는 플레이는 정확히 맞춰주고, 아까도 얘기했지만 수비적인 플레이 했었을 때 나은이가 플레이 했을 때 나한테 왔을 때 다음에 뭘 할 건지 나는 분명히 생각해. 그게 충분히 다른 플레이를 그 싸움을 했었을 때
Court 1, 20 seconds.
So
Court
back on
1,
courts
20
for
seconds.
game 2. And I mean, there's definitely something going on in that Chinese camp. There's kind of a very somber mood to that interval. I know, of course, they did just lose a game, and that was the first game that they've lost all week, and the manner in which they lost that game is probably a bit concerning.
Level.
But now is not the time to think of that.
Yeah, Not a great start from the Chinese, but let's see the speed that they come out with in the second set.
Nice pinpoint shot into the corner.
Service over. 1 love.
7-2.
Service over.
Delicate little push from
1
Kim Won-ho.
all. Two, 1.
Kim Won-ho again. Good angle there just to see those long scoring opportunities.
Yeah. He knows that the Chinese pair don't want to lift, so he stood so high up the court. And then when the Chinese do these mid-court pushes, he's so early because he's so high up and ready for them.
Right.
Three, 2.
Good smash placement there, right into the right hip of the right-hander of Kim Won-ho. That is the most difficult position to get a smash back from, into that right hip.
Yeah, close to the body in that body defense.
Yeah.
Well, that's in. Huang Yaqiong now back up at the front of the net. And this is looking like the spark that might just ignite a bit of a comeback here. Oh, that's great from Huang Yaqiong. Just change the pattern of play at the net.
2.
Yeah, the last 3 points, it's gone from what felt like Jeong Na-eun in the first set. She was on top of the tape and above the tape, whereas now it's Huang Yaqiong, which is putting so much pressure on Jeong Na-eun. And at some point now, I would expect that Jeong Na-eun is not going to feel comfortable playing quite so many net shots when she feels like Huang Yaqiong is going to kill everything.
That presence at the net, yeah. 7-2.
Service over. 3, 7.
6, 10.
Rotated to the front. Well, they're certainly moving better now.
Service over.
They look like they have a lot more patience.
Yeah.
They're willing to hit 3, 4, 5 shots until they set up that final net kill. And that was a great shot there from Zheng Siwei. Great vision.
8-3. That's just, you know,
9,
that's seeing things
3.
like a fly. You're seeing things before it happens. Just running into that space and then time restarts.
Got to 20 seconds. Got to 20 seconds.
Fault.
Definitely feel like
Wow.
Huang Yaqiong is dominating
3.
the net now.
She's really stepped up, yeah. I mean, what a turnaround. Oh, we just missed that one.
Service over.
We have seen it happen before yesterday as well. I was
4,
once again actually in the
10.
commentary box and I was singing the praises, as you would, of Chen Xingchen and Jia Yifan. And then Chen Xingchen actually had an uncharacteristically strange day where she wasn't getting half the shots you would have thought. They still won, obviously, but it was a tougher game for them, and I think that's what we're seeing now for Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong. A tougher match
10.
for them. Huang Yashong has been unbelievable in that first phase of game 2. 11-5 at the break.
Service over. 7-13. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on court for the second part of game 2.
11.
This quarterfinal, session 1 on day 4. The Malaysia Open, if you've just joined us. Just wide, just dragged that.
Service over. 6-11.
Zheng Shiwei with finally a couple of lifts to work with.
Strong start from the Koreans at the break. Feels like they've increased their pace a little bit from that first half of that second set.
Yeah. That was always going to come back with interest, really. Kim Won-ho was already in the right place.
It looked like there was a bit of confusion here between the Chinese pair. I think Huang Yashong thought Zheng Shiwei was going to stay in and take the net, but he was already coming off to take the rear court and let her move forwards. Sharp,
Yeah.
very sharp.
Very sharp.
9-11. Service over. 16-9.
And now it feels like what Huang Yashong was doing so unbelievably well in the first half of dominating that net.
Yeah.
Now the Koreans are
yeah,
early
exactly.
on everything.
They're adapting well to what keeps coming back.
10,
And so, whatever sparks have come back that Huang Yashong ignited in that first phase of play, now it's a different, I was about to say ball game. It's absolutely not. Yeah, shuffle game. That's come back too high. Easy for Zheng Shiwei.
12-10.
Great anticipation by Jeong Na-eun. Really, when she came in and took that shot, that was the defining point.
Yeah, that one, she stepped in and she moved forward so quickly, anticipating Zheng Shiwei's cross-court shot.
And then Kim Won-ho just waiting. Oh, difficult for Jeong Na-eun. She's done well again. She's done so well again. This is wonderful to see from the Koreans. They knew that that pressure was coming in, and now they've upped it again. 12 all. Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yashong not really in critical trouble yet. I mean, the pattern of play obviously is indicating that things could be trouble, but they don't want this scoreline to be getting up to 16, 17, 18.
12.
Start risking the match itself. Have to engineer a point run if they can here. Bit of confusion again. Good rotation by defending champions.
It's a fast rally.
But the Koreans were in step with it. So when they slow it down, they're winning. When they speed it up, they're holding their ground.
Feels like with every shot the Koreans are playing, they're just taking one extra step forwards every time. And they're putting the Chinese pair under more and more pressure.
33 shots that rally.
13.
Couple of big points coming up now.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense. Such a great variation of pace. With all the effort that both of the ladies have been putting in at the net, it was good to see this toe-to-toe standoff.
Such good vision from Hwang Yae-chong at the end there. You could see Jeong Na-eun, she was being forced backwards. She took one step there, and as soon as she took that one step,
it drops it at the front. Look at that. Just can't believe it. 39 shots now, the longest rally tally. Surely changed. So 15-13. Imperative for the Chinese pair to springboard off this, try and snatch the second game.
16-18.
That's good.
16-13. That's over. 19-16. Service
I'll
over.
take that.
good return from Kim Won-ho. Got the net cord. Quite difficult for Hwang Yae-chong to do anything from that position.
Nicked in there nicely. Yeah, you kind of get the feeling that Zheng Qiwei needed to do that. Because there are multiple attacking points coming, or attacking fronts coming from the Koreans. It's either a big shot from mid-court or the back from Kim Won-ho, or Jeong Na-eun just lurking.
I think there's been a big difference in this set from the Koreans in that we saw Hwang Yae-chong at the back court a lot in that first set.
Yeah.
Whereas now it seems to have gone much more of a mid-court game where no one really wants to lift too much. We've got here again Hwang Yae-chong, and they've had success from it, getting her to the back.
Yeah, that has worked well.
15-17.
Obviously she is very strong at the back and she's a great all-round player, but her preferred position is definitely at the front.
A bit loose.
16-17.
And this is where things get very tight indeed. 1 point.
Good switch of attack there. You can see Jeong Na-eun, she was running back as they had hit that shot. We'll see it here. It's really hard to control your defense or even like reach it.
Yeah, but you're getting back into position.
Yeah.
been caught out a couple of times like that, just by the sharp eyes of Huang Yasheng. Whoa!
Service over.
Not often you see that.
Nervous service from Huang Yasheng. What a point to give away a service fault. Tied up at 18, and this is what I mean about risking the match. They're not doing it intentionally, of course, nobody would do that, but they haven't been able to plug up those mistakes, and now they're beginning to bite back. Crucial point for Kim and Jeong. Inches low.
19-18.
That's what we're used to seeing from the Chinese. Thunderous smash from Zheng Ziwei and then interceptions at the net from Huang Yasheng.
Well, if you've never seen Zheng Xingwei and Huang Yasheng before, I can tell you this isn't as flashes of brilliance coming through, and now they get 2 game points to level up the score.
18.
I myself, I'd love to see, sorry, a third game. It's almost a cliffhanger. It's like, I just have to know where this is going to end up. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That's a looping shot by Zheng Ziwei. So 21-18, and the defending champions
18. 1 game all.
have done job 1, which is set up a third.
Over 1 all.
앞에서 오는 동작은 나은이가 캐치를 해줘야 되고, 그 중간에 나은이한테 중간에 빠지는 동작은 오히려 하이 플레이가 먼저 가고 이처럼 중간에 보니까 중간 플레이가 먼저 공격적인 플레이가 나와야 된다. 그리고 상대방이 플레이를 하고 있는 위치에 내가 그걸 빨리 쳐야 될 건지 붙이고 컨트롤 해야 될 건지 그걸 생각을 하고 플레이를 해줘야 된다. 빨리만 치는 게 중요한 게 아니야. 우리 플레이를 할 수 있는 걸 만들어야 된다. 알겠지? 자, 초반부터.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So here we go, this is it. Third and deciding game. As they've both received some very animate coaching advice. I love it when the coaches come in. You just see them, even if you don't understand what they're saying. You
Final
just tell
game.
by the way they're moving.
Love all. Play.
And we saw Zheng Ziwei looking also more animated there.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It certainly looked like they picked up their spirits. It was a completely different situation in that first game. That's nice by Jeong Na.
Service over. 1 love.
Still is pretty fast paced. 34 minutes on court so far and into the third deciding game.
Another fantastic placement of smash there.
Yeah, just can't retrieve as easily from that position.
Zheng challenges called out.
Well, I think he's going to be lucky if he gets anything from this. That looked from up here like it was shading out, but never know. Could be edge of the line.
They challenge pretty fast.
Yeah. And here it comes. Not edge of the line.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Clearly out.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 2-1. Play.
Service over. 5-4. Play.
Well, he knew what he was going to do then.
Service over. 2-all.
6-4.
You can see how early he was there moving in.
Yeah. I think he read Kim Won-ho's racket position, that he came in with fairly straight arm. It's really difficult for Kim Won-ho to then punch that over Zheng Ziwei's head.
Oh, Huang Yaosheng
Service
falling
over.
back a little bit.
3-2.
Service over. 5-6.
Long at the back
Service
again.
over. 3.
Quick points.
All.
Kick off this third.
Service over.
That's the second net cord
4.
return in a
3.
row from the Koreans.
Wow, that was ambitious.
Jeong Allen challenges called out.
Well, I didn't expect the challenge to come from that.
Me neither.
I mean, honestly, I was just about to say that Kim Won-ho was looking a little bit upset with himself. He didn't really have much option. There wasn't really any kind of other option he could play. And if he had have pulled out an on-the-line winner from that, well, that would have been really exceptional. Still, Jeong Naeun, his partner, is faithfully
Unsuccessful. 1
called for a challenge,
remaining.
but clearly
Service over.
out.
4-all.
For Huang Yaosheng on serve.
8-6.
Service over.
Good reading of the game there from Jeong
4.
Naeun. She held her ground. She knew that, or anticipating that Zheng Ziwei was going to push it back straight.
Oh, nice pick up there. Oh, amazing defense. That's what happens if you stand your ground. First 2-point lead. But incredible stuff from Kim Won-ho.
I don't know how he got half of those shots back.
Again, he slowed down time. You could see things a little bit bigger, but that was one.
And then his last shot, just Huang Yaosheng just leaning a bit too much.
Well, I think after that incredible defense from Kim Won-ho, I think that, you know, Huang Yaosheng was probably just a little bit off, wandering. I think they expected to win that point. 41 shots
Service over.
for a mixed doubles play.
5-6.
Heading into women's doubles territory, isn't it? You've got 41.
Yeah. And this game has been so fast and furious so far.
Yeah.
Even in between the rallies, both pairs are almost taking no time.
I think maybe that... Oh, well, that doesn't look good, does it? I think Kim Won-ho and Jeong in their game plan, their match plan, which they had before they got on court, I think they would have expected Zheng Shiwei and Huang Yaqiong to have come back if they did in their kind of precognition of what's going on. They've done that, and I think now they're going to try and match their pace in the third. So this was all still kind of part of the plan. They really don't look like they've dropped their heads or sagging their shoulders at all by losing that second game.
Yeah, I would agree. When you're playing the world number ones and you win the first set with a scoreline like that, 21-11, I think you would be a little bit silly to then just think they're going to let me win the next set to the same scoreline. I'm
going to go further and say you'd be crazy. I think you were very polite. You have to be on a different planet based on the stats of these two. 7-6. Oh, nicely jumped in. There's that aggression again, moving forward.
8-6.
That was probably a bit too loose and a bit too obvious from Zheng Shiwei. Both men are doing a fantastic job in this game of moving forwards.
Again, a couple of opportunities that would have been winners, but the Koreans get it back, and that is in.
That looked close.
It looked very close. No challenge coming.
9-6.
3-point lead. Biggest we've had in the third. Zheng Shiwei, one of the fastest players on that back line, couldn't get there in time. That's great vision by Jeong. Oh, great coverage. Stick with it. Keep those rallies long. That's the name of the game now for the Koreans.
10-6.
9-13.
They're doing such a good job of making Zheng Shiwei move and push him around the court, and then Huang Yaqiong feels like she needs to come out and help him, and that's where it exposes some of the gaps.
37 shots now, so really in these last couple of games have been averaging at least 30, 35 shots. That's a good angle from Kim Won-ho. 11-6 up, and they had to fight for that.
Fantastic run from the Koreans.
Kim Won-ho, the defining point.
일단은 내 것만 생각을 하고 나은에 뜨는 거 냅두고 거기에서 플레이를 어떻게 할 건지 생각하는 거 첫 번째 하고, 그 다음에 중간 플레이 끝들은 이 싸움을 하잖아요. 그러면 그 동작이 나은이가 치고 나왔을 때 여기 사이드가 먼저 첫 번째 공격적인 플레이지, 내가 뒤로 나와서 뒤에 먼저 플레이가 아니란 말이야. 그 동작을 먼저 해놓고 뒤에 동작 능력 쓰는 그런 것도 다시 시작했거든요. 플레이부터 일단 영어부터 지키는 동작부터 하고 그 다음 플레이.
20 seconds. Coach, return to your chair.
Well, the back on court for the all-important second phase of Game 3. And that somber calmness about the Chinese pair is back. Let's see what they can do here.
This is an very important first few points out of the break.
Yeah. And one of them is gifted by the service error.
7-11.
But what we do know the Chinese pair are extremely good at is comebacks. Yeah. Never write them off.
If there was any pair that could turn it around from here. That's good pressure from Zheng Shiwei, keeping it nice and flat. It's getting a little bit steeper on the angle with every shot.
very good from Kim Won-ho.
Wonderful.
12, 8.
Another great piece of defense. Everything just keeps coming back. Oh, that time. It's relentless pressure from Huang Yaqiong.
9, 12.
The Koreans did so well to survive the pressure up until that point, but they just couldn't just about turn it away from their rackets, which meant the Chinese could keep that pressure going.
Jeong now and again darting forward. Huang Yaqiong has done that 2 or 3 times now, and you can see from the huge smile on her face, she's not used to doing that. It happens. It's called being human. Doesn't happen very often, obviously, to them, but still.
But it was
what
a great
time,
rally.
though.
They set themselves up perfectly, and that shouldn't discourage them from trying to do the same things again and again.
Jeong now has been in great form though. Ah, that was good. Much steeper this time from Huang Yaqiong, and into double digits for
10, 13.
the defending champions.
Thank you.
19.
I remember it was 11-6 at the interval.
14-10.
And that's 14-10. Just stops that little mini run of points and again kills that confidence of the Chinese pair back down to 0. They've got to start again. Huang Yaqiong just sees. That's good.
Relentless attack there.
I think that's all they got left now. I mean, let's face it, they have to.
11-14.
And again, we have to stress, to any other pair, this would be a far more serious situation. That's gone long.
Service over.
That was definitely the right shot.
15,
Just
11.
a little bit too much juice on it.
But they desperately need to start closing this gap now, I'd say.
Oh yeah. They're running out of points. Unsighted. Well, actually, that's not an unsighted call, which would be a free challenge. This is going to affect the challenge count for Zheng and Huang.
And this is their last challenge if they get it wrong.
Oh, that is dangerous. It's not just the situation; it's the all-in situation as to what's happened.
And it was in.
And it was in. That looked out.
Unsuccessful. No challenges remaining.
And you just heard it. Kevin Van emphatically saying no challenges remaining. So, they have not got the benefit of Hawkeye, and they have to turn this round. And Kim and Jeong still in a very good position.
Yeah, they've got that 5-point gap
Service
back.
ball called. Too high. Service over. 12-16.
I'm very nervous now. I have to credit Kim Jong-un for being so calm up to this point, but now she's beginning to show.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a great shot.
Such an amazing shot.
13-16. Thank you.
What a shot. Just flicked off backhand.
Such good power to be able to do that. But then also racket control to...
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of lifts and power shots go out the back that side, so
Yeah,
have the right amount of power,
really,
but not too much.
really weighted well. So down to 3 points again.
Good shot. Perfect placement.
They're being careful, and it's working.
16.
Mesmerizing rally again. Well, that's got to be longest rally, I think. And it was wonderful to watch. But that 17th point
14.
has arrived for the Koreans.
Please welcome the technical official.
Great vision again from Jeong-un at the end, stepping right up towards the longest rally. You're
50
right.
shots. I think we must be in this last game averaging roughly 30, 31. Based, we had a 40, we had a 47, we've had 50.
6 double.
Service over. 15-17.
Wow, how important is this serve? Oh, what a time for a late take.
Empire, Chaturanga, Viswanath, Sri Lanka. Service judge, Elis Komoto, Japan.
Fault.
Who faulted?
Yeah, he absolutely faulted.
Wait, guys.
Guys.
Guys, fault.
Well, Kevin Bang with a lot of...
Touched the net. He touched the net. I saw her foot touch the net. Her foot touched the net. Her foot touched the net. Her foot touched the net.
Oh, was it there?
Your foot touched the net. Yeah.
They kept
her foot touched
playing.
the net.
It's a controversial call.
Yeah, her foot touched the net post. The net post. Her foot touched the net post. Yes. Yeah. That's a fault. Yeah. Service over. 18-15.
What a call! At what a time! 53 shots. It was the longest rally, but really
that's a fault.
negated because Huang has been deemed to have stepped on the net post, which is part of the net. And you don't see it very often, but here we go.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's close.
Her foot touched. Yeah, no. Her foot touched her a lot earlier. I called the fault a lot earlier. Play on.
Oh,
no,
that's...
I called it.
Close.
I called it
that's
a lot
close.
Earlier.
I don't want to call that.
Earlier.
Well, if they were
Line judge.
in a questioning mood before,
Wipe the court, please.
that's even more for Zheng Shiwei to think about. I don't know. I think you need to have all sorts of different angles. So The crowd are getting vocal about it as well. As you can imagine, the coaching staff very concerned. And what's more important, I think, for the on the players, how are they going to come back at 18-15 down in that headspace?
He doesn't look happy.
He doesn't look happy at all. Well,
18-15.
the determination has been made. Any further protests or conflict is just going to risk a yellow card and a warning, really.
How can they come back from this now, though?
That's what we're talking about. It's 19-15.
They've got to really refocus.
And they have to do it quickly. I just get a funny feeling we haven't seen or heard the last of that. I think that's going to be echoing in time for a bit. And a huge round of applause for their next point. But they are up against a wall. Won-ho with his second seated defense. Works out well. Again, the Koreans soaking up the pressure.
17-19.
It's a great work rate from the Chinese there. They were everywhere.
Work rate, that is the term. That's definitely the term.
And this is a very important point now.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, that's been called in. What a shot.
Match points.
3
17.
match points. Absolutely pinpoint. Oh, it's great play by Kim and Jeong. Unbelievable. They were really careful in that final rally, but in the end it's the net cord that pushes it wide. And the defending champions ousted in 3 in 57 minutes. What a match. How about that for a last point?
Match won by Kim
Wait for it
Won-ho
to, they have to literally watch it.
18-21, 21-17.
And then the explosion of joy for them. Yeah, very happy with that.
Had all the drama that third game.
It had everything, didn't it? And as I said, I'm sure we're going to be hearing more about that controversial call. But for now, Kim Won-ho, Jeong Eun are through to the semi-finals. So back at the Malaysia Open, and it's been a real treat for the fans throughout the week. As you can see, lots of signing sessions happening around the Axiata Arena. But on court, we are at the quarterfinal stage. And look at that, Zheng Wei and Huang, defending champions, ousted 2-1 by